Hey friends, welcome back to my channel Organized with Joy. In today's video, I am going to be cleaning out and decluttering this set of cabinets right here in my game room today. And I am in part tackling this particular space because I have a drawer here that seems to always be disorganized. So I want to come up with a better organization system for it. Also, not too long ago, I did organize my dog's drawer and I've kind of figured out what works and what doesn't. So I'm gonna switch that up a bit and get that more functional for us. But I did want to tell you that this video is in collaboration with a whole group of ladies here on YouTube. We will all be sharing some decluttering and organization motivation for you today. But a big thank you to my good friend Tiffany from Small Town 6. She is the host of this collaboration, so I will be sure to link her channel and the playlist in the description box below. I decided to take this time to go ahead and put away those little mailboxes. I made those a really long time ago for myself, my husband, and our 3 children for Valentine's Day kind of decor, but I went ahead and put those away since it was after Valentine's Day. In this cabinet is just where I keep our vases and also a couple of things that I use for when we have parties or guests over. And then I also use this space for any extra decor that doesn't fit where I store my other decor pieces. I have a dresser in my office where I store most of my extra decor, but sometimes it doesn't always fit up there. So I just use this cabinet kind of as an overflow space. That's live. That guy's alive. Okay, you just go back to where you were. I don't even know if you can see him. Oh, he's really in there. He's really in there, but that guy, I think I scared him as much as he scared me. Whew. I'm gonna just let him chill out there. We do have a sink here, but we really don't ever use it. This is like an old school wet bar in a game room. This house was built in the late 70s, early 80s, in a time when it was really popular to have a wet bar like this. Okay, so next I'm gonna be working on my dog's drawer, and one of the things that is driving me crazy is I don't have the drawer organizers secured. So if you have followed my channel for a while, you know that I have been obsessed with that mounting putty to secure drawer organizers. Well, I recently learned about, well, she didn't call it museum wax, but that's what it's called on this particular product. I think I typed in whatever, I think maybe I typed in museum putty. I don't remember what I typed in, but anyway, museum wax is what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna give this a try. The nice thing is it's clear. The putty is kind of like a white, it looks a little bit like a piece of Play-Doh or clay. So this will especially be nice for my drawer organizers that are clear. But I actually don't feel like I need all of the drawer organizers that are in this dog drawer, and when I secure them in place, it won't matter how many I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and get working on this drawer. So update on that museum wax. I was not a huge fan of this because it was very sticky when you were manipulating it in your hands. The instructions say to kind of like roll it up so that you can make it into like little balls to stick to the bottom of whatever you're gonna secure. And it was very sticky. The nice thing about the mounting putty is it is not sticky. So that is my little review for this product. I will probably use it especially for my drawer organizers that are clear, just so that it looks more aesthetic. Whenever I clean out this cabinet on my YouTube channel, I always feel this need to let you know that we do have a pool in our backyard. That is why we own so many beach towels, because when my kids have friends over, or even if we have friends over, it's nice to have plenty of pool towels, so in case anybody needs them. So y'all, I have this corn for squirrels. I decided to bring it outside and actually put it up on my squirrel chair. I don't consistently put this out, and that corn is probably so old. I forgot when I got this squirrel chair, definitely several years ago. But anyway, as I record this, I'm looking out my window and the squirrels still have not eaten that corn. So I do think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that bag of corn. I think that it's probably stale. This drawer right here definitely needs help. It is always chaotic and disorganized. So I am going to be adding some drawer organizers here to try to help get this space under control. Whenever you're organizing a space like this where you're using drawer organizers, you never know exactly which sizes are going to work for all of the items. So you'll see me definitely trying to figure out how to get all of these items to fit. In the end, I end up just getting rid of those 3 small ones just because it really didn't make sense to have them. There was only a couple of things that I had found to put in the small ones. But in the end, I'm happy with how it turned out for now. We'll see how it functions and see if I need to mix it up again later. That is one thing about organization projects. You do the best you can and you hope that it'll function properly for your family, but it doesn't always work out that way. So I always like to revisit spaces and making sure that they're functioning well for our family.
You've got to get a hold of yourself.
Y'all, this box here was just making me absolutely crazy. If you can't tell, it's supplies for our pool. My husband is the one that takes care of our pool, so I had no idea what any of these supplies were and if I could get rid of any of them. But on this day, I decided to just go ahead and kind of tidy this space up and to try to get it a little bit more organized into this box. Since everything did fit, I decided to just go ahead and keep everything, and maybe at a later time I can ask my husband to help me go through it to get rid of anything we no longer need. But this works for now.
Perhaps I was talking when I should have been listening. I should have been listening.
This box right here that I'm going through, you can barely see it, but I put it back in there and then I started thinking about it. I just was being lazy. I didn't want to deal with it, but it mostly had music books because our piano used to be in this room and we moved it to my son's room because he was the only one that was using it on a regular basis, and those books were still just down in this room because of that. So I did end up deciding to move those. Okay, so here is the pile of things that I'm getting rid of, and here is the pile of stuff that I need to relocate to a different place in our home. So sometimes this happens, things either accidentally get put someplace in the wrong spot, or I just don't have time to deal with it, and so I just stick it someplace to deal with later. But all of this stuff needs to be relocated. This cabinet is empty on that one shelf because that is where we store my husband's energy drinks, and we are currently out of them, but I did want to show you these after shots of what this space was looking like. It felt so good to just get these cabinets cleaned up and organized. If you need more motivation, don't forget to check out the playlist in the description box below, and also check out my friend Tiffany's channel. But if you are new to my channel, particularly if you're coming over from one of the other ladies' channels, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you checking out my video. If you like this sort of content, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.